The ancient war of light and darkness, unmasking the greatest deception before time was measured, before stars adorned the heavens, and before flesh knew form, there existed only the source, the eternal one, the true God, the infinite light. This light was not created. It simply was. Self-existent, unchanging, pure beyond imagination. The fountain of all wisdom, truth, and life. But within the vast stillness of this divine essence, a distortion emerged. Not born of the source's intent, but a byproduct of freedom and the limits of emanation. A lesser force, seeking to imitate creation without understanding the sacred harmony of light, gave rise to a corruption, a false reflection of divine power. Thus began the ancient war, a battle not of flesh and blood, but of realities, light, truth, divine knowledge, spiritual liberation, eternal life. Darkness, deception, ignorance, material enslavement, spiritual death. This is no myth. This cosmic conflict forms the invisible architecture of our world and has been preserved, though often distorted, across countless spiritual systems. The war through the ages echoes across traditions. In Gnosticism, we see the clearest picture. The pleroma, the realm of divine fullness and perfection, stands in contrast to the material world created by the demiurge, a blind, arrogant being who declared himself God. This demiurge, named Yaldabaoth, fashioned a realm of illusion, enforced by archons, rulers who control human perception, religion, and power structures. In biblical tradition, the war manifests as the struggle between YHWH and Satan, the rebellion of fallen angels, and the corruption of mankind by the Nephilim, hybrid rulers who polluted divine bloodlines and led humanity astray. In African and Semitic mysticism, the pattern repeats. A supreme creator brings forth harmony and life, only to be opposed by trickster spirits, false gods, and powers that enslave the soul through fear, confusion, and domination. The message is consistent. Humanity is caught between two forces, one that seeks to liberate, and one that seeks to enslave. Who created darkness? This question cuts to the root of every spiritual system. Where did darkness come from? And why does it exist? There are two major perspectives. 1. Darkness as a corruption, Gnostic view. According to Gnostic understanding, the true God did not create the physical world. Instead, a flawed being, the demiurge, attempted to create an ignorance. Lacking the full essence of the light, he produced a broken, chaotic world filled with suffering, death, and illusion. In this view, the material realm is a prison, and the human soul is a divine spark trapped in flesh, waiting to awaken and return to the source through gnosis, direct spiritual knowledge. 2. Darkness as contrast and test, Hebrew view. In the Hebrew worldview, God created both light and darkness, not as equals but as a contrast, allowing humans to exercise free will. I form the light, and create darkness, I make peace, and create evil, I the Lord do all these things. Isaiah 45:7. Where is the way where light dwelleth? And as for darkness, where is the place thereof? Job 38:19. Darkness exists as a realm, not a divine quality. It was allowed, not to deceive, but to test, refine, and reveal. However, when corrupted beings embrace darkness and twist its purpose, it becomes a force of destruction. The demiurge, the false creator of darkness. The Apocryphon of John, a key Gnostic text, reveals a shocking truth. The being most worshipped as God in many religions is not the true creator at all, but a counterfeit. Yaldabaoth, the demiurge, declared himself supreme and created a world to reflect his own flawed nature. He populated it with archons, who now govern every major institution on earth, from politics and media to religion and wealth. This raises a disturbing possibility. Was YHWH, the God of the Old Testament, misrepresented? Has his name been used by Zionists, Pharisees, and the Roman Church to promote fear, control, and domination? Or is YHWH the true God whose identity has been hijacked by these systems? The answer lies not in blind faith but in discernment, study, and direct communion with the source. The true light versus the false light. The most dangerous lie is the one that wears the face of truth. The scriptures themselves warn, And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. 2 Corinthians 11:14. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? Isaiah 14:12. Lucifer means light-bearer. But the light he carries is a trap, a false light that mimics divine brilliance while leading the soul deeper into bondage. This false light is the cornerstone of secret societies, who cloak spiritual enslavement and hidden wisdom. The Vatican, which merged paganism with empire and claimed divine authority. The Zionist elite, who manipulate prophecy and identity to control nations. True light brings freedom, healing, and alignment with the Most High. False light brings confusion, control, and worship of the archonic system. Discerning the difference is the key to liberation. Where does this lead? This understanding is not academic, it's transformational. It opens the door to uncover the true identity of Israel, the original, black, Semitic people whose story was stolen, rewritten, and replaced. The distortion of YHWH's image, whether he is the true God or whether his name has been weaponized by religious and political elites. The machinery of deception, how Roman Catholicism, Zionism, and secret societies have constructed a world system rooted in lies. We are not just fighting corruption. We are fighting cosmic deception. This is the war between light and darkness, between reality and illusion, between the source and the counterfeit. And you, reader, are not a bystander. You are a participant. A soul caught in the crossfire, but also chosen to wake up. The time has come to return to the true light, to seek the unfiltered source, and to reject every mask worn by the enemy. The war is real. The veil is lifting. And your journey has just begun.